Eto na mga kaibigan, welcome back once again to the Pro Gaming Series 2014 Spring Season. I'm GG.Sphere.
I'm Jay.
You're about to watch a match between Team Mineski versus team ng Wargods. Once again mga kaibigan, kanina nanalo ang team ng Wargods ngayon. Kaya bang isustain ng Team Wargods sa pagkapanalo nila sa laban nila against ng Mineski? Or manalo ngayon ng team ng Mineski? Bago ang lahat, natin ang ating schedule sa ating Pro Gaming Series 2014 Spring Season.
Yes, so alright, so earlier of course we had the Mineski versus Wargods. Wargods picking up the first win of the day. Now they're gonna switch sides. We'll have Wargods on the blue side while Mineski will be in the purple side. Alright, so
ang ating schedule, napakaganda mga kaibigan. Pero ito, ang ating schedule, ang ating standings for the Pro Gaming Series 2014. Imperium Stealth 8-8, Wargods 6-7 na sila ngayon. TT Sports Manila Eagles 5-8 pa rin. Diamond 3-6, Mineski 2-7, and MSI Evo GT 2-6. Pero
yes,
ito na mga kaibigan,
if Wargods picks up another win, they will now be tied with Imperium with 8-8. So it will be really interesting to see if Wargods can actually catch up with the leaders of who are IPP at the moment. Alright, so of course we're about to start Game 2. We have the players are all ready right now. In about a minute or two, we shall start the game right away. So if you're interested, if you have your friends who are also watching right now, tell them to support their teams. Of course, we have Wargods and Mineski. We know both teams are pretty popular teams here in the Philippines.
And actually, hindi ko na-expect na mananalo ang team ng Wargods sa laban nila against team ng Mineski dito dahil medyo looking at the lineup kanina, Ani on the top lane against Garena. Kinakusap ko si JRC after nung laban nila. Sabi niya sa akin ang kanyang runes dito, movement speed and then a few cooldown reduction. The reason why hindi siya ganun, yung kanyang item dito ay more on focus sa magic penetration. Kasi sa kanyang runes, hindi siya naglagay ng MP dito. Sa Masteries lamang. Pero mga kaibigan, game muna tayo ngayon. Ay match between Team Mineski versus team ng Wargods. Nagpalit lang sila ng kanilang lanes. Ng kanilang sides ngayon. Pero game muna tayo ngayon. First ban from Team Mineski, Ani. So, yes, ano din lahat dito na kanina nabigyan sila ng Ani na napakahirap kontrahin for the top lane. And I think ang talagang binantayan nila dito ay kung paano naging effective si Ani. Kasi with that movement speed na ginagawa niya, he can just gank any lanes dito for the team of Mineski.
Yes.
And I think nagkaroon tayo ng problem, so na-stop ang ating banning phase dito. Pero mga kaibigan, for the team ng Mineski, we have Kaigo for the mid lane, Wendell for the jungle, Snowy for the top lane, or si Snowy, Sosyo, or si Exo, at sa kanilang support na si X-Juice dito, or si Zed. For the team of Wargods dito, we have, for the mid lane, we have Trevor. For the jungle, we have, it was, I think, I forgot the name of the jungle ng Wargods dito. I think
Stronger.
It was, Stronger. We have Stronger for the jungle. We have the mid lane na si Trevor. We have the top lane na si JLC. Sa kanilang AD carry na si Ochi at support na si Poisanity. Nakasab ko kanina ang team ng Wargods dito at sobrang saya nila na nanalo sila sa team against team ng Mineski dito. And sabi nila sa akin, hindi nila bibigyan ng isang panalo ang team ng Mineski ngayon. Magagawa pa nila ngayon or magagawa ng paraan ng team Mineski dito na manalo against team ng Wargods. Sobrang naginit ngayon, sigurado ang team ng Mineski. Dahil hindi sila, Mineski sa team na hindi basta-basta pumapayag na ganun yung mangyayari sa kanila. And even though nakasabay sila sa laning phase dito, hindi nila nakayanan yung mga teamfight na nangyari sa mid-game na laban nila against team ng Wargods.
Si Wargods naman, in my opinion, okay naman yung laro nila kanina. They did very well. The reason why Mineski lost was because of Mineski as well. Feeling ko they were not grouping properly. They were not taking objectives properly. Hindi sila nagsama-sama ng maayos at hindi sila nag-rotate na map ng maayos. And because of that, they gave Wargods a big opening to take advantage of the game, especially once Wargods started to snowball rather in terms of objectives.
Yes, mga kaibigan, we are back to the ball game dito. Match between Team Wargods versus Team ng Mineski. Balik tayo sa ating banning phase. Gaya ng first ban na nakita natin kanina for Team ng Mineski, they banned Annie dito sa laban nila against Team ng Wargods. So, gaya na sinabi natin, they're more on securing the laning phase dito. Hindi sila pwedeng maging kampante sa laban nila against their opponent.
Yes.
And I think hindi rin nila in-expect yung nangyari sa top lane dito between Renekton and Annie.
Yes.
We all know na Annie is a champion na yes, kaya niya mag-burst ng kanyang kalaban. Pero against an AP champion. But against an tanky champion dito, hindi niya ganun na masisecure yung kanyang domination during the laning phase.
That's right.
Pero ang ginawa dito ni Annie or ni JLC, he's just wasting his skills, bursting it down lahat kay Snoy. So, nangyayari dito, even though mag-cooldown yung kanyang T-burst, he will wait once again na mag-cooldown to ulit para magbigay na naman ng pressure against kay Renekton. So, ano na nangyayari dito kay Snoy, he can farm very well.
Yes. Actually, I didn't check nga kanina kung naka-magic resist rune si Snoy, no? Kasi sometimes some top laners decide to go full armor. But of course, since he knew his kalin niya ay si Annie, I suppose he should have had some magic resistance. But it seemed to have not have been enough to prevent the damage coming from Annie.
And I think, ang nangyari pa dito kanina for the team ng Mineski ay nahirapan si Wendell na gumak ng mga lanes dito. Even though, isa pa naman natin na nakakasecure siya ng ganks din, pero in the mid day, we have Yasuo, a champion na talagang sobrang kulit gumalaw dito. So, mangyayari, even though nagagang siya dito with that wind wall, with that yung pang-escape niya with their skill dito, kaya niya mag-disengage against their opponent. Mga kaibigan, for the ban of Team Mineski, we have Annie, Lulu, and Morgana.
And Morgana, another pick coming from Wargods a while ago, looks like medyo they realize na they don't want to deal with that again in another game. So, they ban it out. Since they know Wargods would be able to pick it up if ever they don't ban it out, and Wargods deciding to pick up at least as their first pick.
Looking at the bans of Team Wargods dito, they ban Shyvana, Kayle, and Vi. Champions, this not a champion na alam kong pang counter sa kanila or respect ban for any champion for any member of Team na Mineski dito. Ito yung mga champion na alam nilang magka-counter sa magiging strategy nila. Kayle sa champion na gaya na sinabi ko kanina, anti-assassin champion yan eh. Kahit sino ma-full force mo dito with that intervention, mas-save niya kagad dito. At sayang yung skill na ibubuhos nyo sa kanya dahil magkukudown sila lahat pero hindi siya mamamatay. And for the Wargods, ayaw nilang mangyari yun. They banned Vi as well, so I am thinking na wala nang Yasuo na lalabas dito. Wala nang Yasuo pick for their team. Unless they will pick Wukong as the jungle for their team. Or for the top lane. Depende sa team ng Wargods dito. Pero they are a team na hindi talaga madaling ma-predict against sa ating PGS kung saan yung kanina yung Annie talaga yung pinaka-surprising.
Yes. Kala natin either mid or support between Morgana.
Pero top pala siya.
Pero yun pala, top lane. So medyo really surprising coming up from Wargods. JSC proving how strong he is no matter what champion he's using on the top lane. So definitely Snoy has his work cut out for him in this next game.
So eto na mga kaibigan, for team ng Mineski, we have Kha'Zix once again and Wukong para sa kanilang either jungle or sa top lane dito. And I'm thinking na possible din na makuha nila si Yasuo this time since they have Wukong as a champion na merong AOE knock-up damage. O yung kanya tinatawag natin ditong Cyclone skill niya against his opponent. Pero mga kaibigan, Team Mineski getting Zed and Garen for their either top lane or the mid lane dito pa. Pero I doubt ko nila si Garen since hindi siya ganoon ka-viable ngayon. Especially meron na silang top lane, meron na silang jungle. Or unless gagawin nilang mid yun. Pero they're trying to get Karma and Zed para sa kanilang sa kanilang third and fourth pick dito sa laban na to. Karma is a very good choice when it comes to the support champion dito. Yung kanyang supporting skills with the shield, with the movement speed, especially yung kanyang damage output against his opponent. Yung kanyang first skill dito is almost enough to give a pressure against his opponent dito, especially yung AD carry dito. At ang mangyayari dito, kayang-kaya niyang i-box out yung kanyang kalaban. Box out sa lahat ng di nakakalam. Ito yung pag-advance mo against your opponent na hindi siya nakakuha ng experience or ng CS dito sa mga minion. So,
Yes.
mangyayari dito, even though nakakapag-farm yung AD carry ng Team Wargods, team ng Mineski, mahirapan si Oche at si Poy dito na kumuha ng CS as well or ng XP kasi nga nangyayari na sobrang na-advance sila with the poke damage coming for Juice dito.
That's right. Alright, so Wargods now already pick up Riven, Elise, and of course Severe. Looks like they may go for a Gragas and the Leona. Those would be very good pickups if ever they decide to go for that, especially since Mineski has gone for a very dive composition. We've got Wukong and Kha'Zix, including Zed. Very strong assassins, all of them. So it'll be really interesting what Wargods will pick out to counter this. Of course, Leona with her ultimate, including the ultimate coming from Gragas, should be able to disengage or stop the dives coming in from Mineski.
Looking at the lineup of Team Wargods, we have Elise, we have Severe, we have Riven, Gragas, and Leona. For the mid lane, I'm thinking na kukunin nila dito si Gragas or possible din na gawing top lane. Napakaganda ng mga champion pick lagi ng Wargods dito. Any champion can go any lanes. Jungle for Elise, possible na gawing jungle, possible na gawing mid lane, possible na gawing top lane. Gragas as well can do top, jungle, and mid.
Yes.
So talagang, as you can see dito pa lang, pag picking phase pa lang, talagang nagma-mind games na sila.
Actually,
Nagkakaroon sila ng parang labanan na kagad sa pag-pick pala ng mga champion dito, kung sino yung ka-counter nila, kung sino yung gagamitin nila, or gagawin ba nila yung nakaplano talaga na strategy against their opponent.
Actually, Mineski doing a similar strategy as well. As you can see, Kha'Zix, Wukong, and Zed have all been playing all three roles as well.
Yes.
Either top, mid, or jungle. Of course, lately we've seen a lot of Kha'Zix jungle and a few Wukong jungles as well. I haven't seen that many popular Wukongs in the top lane, but it's not an impossibility for them to still run that. But of course, as you can see the timer running down, it doesn't look like they're going to be swapping the Wukong to the top lane. He's going to stick to the jungle. Will of course have their mid laner as Kha'Zix with Gaigu, and Snowy with the Zed on the top lane. So, mukhang everybody's gonna be their own bida in this game.
So far for the team Wargods dito, they have to make sure na meron silang tanky champion, especially Gragas or the Trevor for the mid lane. He's not going for the tanky items dito. I'm thinking na I will go for pure AP items dito, like for the burst damage kakanyang gawin against his opponent. Pero John Red Cruz on the other hand, having Riven as a champion dito, he will possible na maging tanky siya, possible na maging AD champion siya.
Yes.
And stronger using Elise. We all know na Elise sa champion na sobrang annoying. Even though maagang siya dito sa kanyang laning phase sa yung teammate, mahirapan sila na ma-counter. Kasi si Elise dito, ang dami niyang skills eh. Meron siyang spider form, meron siyang yung kanyang pagiging medyo spider form. For the team ng Mineski, Gaigu for the mid lane against kay Trevor dito sa mid lane. Who do you think will dominate the mid lane dito? Both the champion and mid champion, pero AP versus AD champion, sino sa tingin mo?
If Gaigu can do enough damage at the first few levels and force Gragas to move backwards, panalo si Gaigu dito. But if Trevor's able to isolate Gaigu from getting the minions properly, he should win the lane.
Alam mo, ang mahirap dito for Trevor na manalo against si Gaigu. Gaigu don't have to spend so much mana against his opponent dito. 25 lang yung mana na kailangan ng Decisive Fear niya.
Yes.
And actually with that poke damage against your opponent, ang mangyayari dito kay Gragas in the mid lane, yes, meron siya Drunken Rage dito para magkaroon ng mana, para magbigay ulit ng poke damage against his opponent, pero kailangan niya rin yun para mag-clear ng minion dito. So, mahihirapan siyang siguraduhin yung kanyang objective dito sa mid lane if he will get the CS or he will poke his opponent dito sa laban na to.
That's right. Well, anyway, since Gragas will be an AP champion, he should probably will pick up a Doran's ring and a few pots, so he should be able to sustain pretty well here in the mid lane. Of course, Gaigu on the Kha'Zix would want the isolation damage to proc properly so he can deal more damage onto the Gragas and win his lane. Of course, again, I feel like Wargods have a slight advantage with the Elise in the jungle. Very aggressive jungler from levels 1 to 6, unlike Mineski Wendell on the Wukong. Most Wukongs normally farm to level 6 before they do any real damage. The only thing that they have at the early levels for Wukong would be the red buff to slow down their opponent and the burst damage, of course.
Yes. So, gaya na sinabi mo dito, kailangan nilang umabot muna ng level 6 para magkaroon siya ng magandang ganks against his opponent. Pero, looking at the lineup of team ng Mineski dito, early part of the game, I think mahirapan sila manalo. Mahirapan sila mag-secure ng kanilang laning phase dito, pero pag mabot ng late game dito, tamang execution ng skills, tamang cyclone, tamang pag-leap coming from Gaigu, kaya nilang manalo against team ng Wargods dito. Pero take note, kapag na-secure naman ng team Wargods dito yung kanilang disable against their opponent, second skill from Riven, the standard cocoon coming from Elise dito, mahirapan dito ang team ng Mineski kasi it's all about the execution of skills eh. We have Leona, Solar Flare, we have the Zenith Blade, we have the stun, ang daming disable from team ng Wargods dito. giving the chance for their team na manalo sa mga team fight. So, kailangan mag-stick ng mabuti dito ng team ng Mineski kasi ang mangyayari, kapag hindi sila nakapag-stick ng maayos, like, kapag nagawa ng paraan dito ng team ng Wargods na maghiwalay sila lagi, kaya nilang pumitas kagad ng champion dito. Instant pitas kagad ang gagawin nila. So, gaya ng ginawa nila kanina sa team ng Mineski, kung paano sila nanalo, dapat ganoon ang gagawin nila ngayon. Kailangan nilang i-dominate yung laning phase. Kailangan din nilang manalo sa mga team fight after nila makuha yung mga first tier turrets sa laban na to. And get the dragon as well for them to win this match.
Yes, that's right. Alright, so we're going to the loading screen right now. Of course, while we're waiting for this to happen, I'd like to talk about anong nangyayari pag wala tayong load? Anong gagawin natin, GG.Sphere?
Maraming salamat, Jay! Pero ito na. Ayun nga, if ever namulan kayo ng shells, gusto mo bumili ng champion, gusto mo bumili ng skin, meron tayong feature from Epins or from GameX. So,
GameX.
Sa lahat ng mga Sun, Smart at TNT subscriber, chance na to, meron kayong load, gusto nyo bumili ng shells, just visit epins.gamix.ph, and then after nun, you will choose the game you are playing. You are playing League of Legends, and after mo piliin League of Legends, you will choose the Garena shell denomination you want. After mo yun, click add to cart, and after mo mag-click add to cart, you will put your mobile number. Siyempre, para lang to sa Smart, TNT, and Sun Cellular subscribers. After mo malagay yung numbers mo, you will receive the confirmation code. You will send that confirmation code to 3161. After mo ma-send yung confirmation code, you will receive the epins amount you want, or yung epins mo from the GameX. So maraming salamat GameX sa napakagandang feature. Sa lahat ng mga Smart, Sun, and TNT subscribers, wala na kayong problema sa pagpila at sa pag-hassle pagbili ng ating mga Garena shells dito.
That's
Pero
right. So thank you again, Smart, and also Raider for being our sponsors again this spring season for the PGS 2014. On game na tayo right now. As you can see, we're into the summer shift right now, and Wargods have 3 members moving here in the mid lane, while Mineski mirroring that same lineup rather. Looks like Mineski may go for an early invade as all 5 members are grouping here towards the bottom lane. EXO spotted by Trevor. Trevor not throwing any barrels just yet at EXO, and looks like Mineski may go for an early red buff invade. As you can see, both members of Mineski decided to show themselves to Gragas, and now they're going over to the red buff of Mineski. I wonder if Wargods would decide to do a counter invade and pick up the red buff of Mineski, or if they will just allow Mineski to pick up the red buff.
Actually, ito yung vision ng team ng Mineski dito. I mean, ng team ng Wargods. They are not aware na nag-i-invade ngayon ng team ng Wargods. I mean, team ng Mineski. Pero they are invading the red buff of team Mineski as well. So, mukhang magkakaroon dito ng palitan ng ating mga buffs for the jungles. Pero mga kaibigan, yung Haribang Boy dito ni Trevor in the mid lane, if ever na mag-initiate dito ang team ng Mineski, I don't think they will dominate the team fight dito. Pero mga kaibigan, they have to give the red buff for the team of Mineski instead of trying to contest that red buff, dahil medyo, gaya na sinabi ko before, ang pagkuha ngayon ng first blood ay hindi na ganun ka worth it. Even though meron kang gold na makukuha in that first blood, hindi siya ganun na magbibigay sa'yo ng another Doran's item, like another Doran's ring, another Doran's shield, another Doran's blade. At eto na sinasabi ko mga kaibigan, in the mid lane, 25 mana from Kaigo, over 90 mana from Trevor dito. Laki kagad, halos pantay ng damage output. And like, especially pag isolated pa dito si Trevor palagi against their opponent, mahirapan siyang makakuha na CS niya since they're both a melee champion. Pero swap lane coming from the team Mineski dito, they're going to shut down Wargods, JLC, top lane mga kaibigan. Good poke damage coming from JLC. I mean, Jules dito na top lane, they have to burn that flash, both a champion support and the top lane for team ng Wargods.
Yes, this is something I expected Mineski to do in the earlier game, but they decided not to go for the lane swap, and sadly it did not work out for them. But in this game, they realized that JLC is a big threat, and Zed may have a hard time against Riven, since Riven has a shield and a lot of damage, a lot more burst damage compared to Zed at the first few levels of the game. So good decision comes from Mineski to do an early swap now. The only thing they have to worry about is the pushing power coming from Leona and Severe, which are very strong pushers. And although Karma can provide a lot of damage in combination with Lucian, as long as John Lloyd plays his game right, he should have no problems as well.
Alam mo, eto sa pagdating sa 2v1 laning phase mga kaibigan, nakadepende kung sino talaga makakuha ng mga first tier turret dito. Pero mga kaibigan, Trevor na nga, di ba kanya buhay dito? Stronger trying to get the top lane. Pero JLC is still sustaining or trying his best para manalo sa laning phase against his opponent. Kapag 2v1 team fight, kaya pa rin manalo dito ng mga solo player natin. Kasi alam natin lahat na ahead sila sa level. Once na they reach level 6, level 4 pa lamang yung dalawang champion dito from the team ng makalaban niya sa 2v1 team fight. Pero mangyayari dito, if ever na pumilit dito ang team ng Wargods sa bottom lane against kay Zed, kaya niya makapatay pa ng isang champion or possible pa na gawin niyang double kill dito kasi alam niya yung kalaban niya ahead siya sa level ng kanyang kalaban. And ang mangyayari dito mga kaibigan, for the top lane, nagkaroon ng kakain from Wendell trying to get the life of Stronger versus Wendell dito. He's taking so much damage, both champion having the red and blue buff dito, but they have to use the repel and have to use his splash out as well. Stronger goes down with that last hit from Wendell dito. And yet, Trevor trying to gak, mga kaibigan, he have to use his Ignite to get the life of Wendell in the jungle. He uses his Illusion, mga kaibigan, with that shit coming from Jules dito. And yes, he picked up another kill. It's a 2-for-1 exchange in favor of team ng Wargods. I mean, favor of team ng Mineski kanina. Pero ngayon, it's a 3-for-1 na. Still, in favor of team ng Mineski.
Yes, I think that was a bad call coming from Stronger. Going to chase, after repelling away from Wukong's burst damage, chasing him, allowing him to use just one hit away, and that's exactly what Wukong did. And because of that, the rest of the members of Mineski responded properly, and because of that, they were able to pick up 3 kills in favor of 2-1 to Wargods. So, good early lead for Mineski. They now have a comfortable 1k gold advantage over Wargods. Now, right now, the bottom lane of Wargods is doing pretty well pushing. As you can see, more than a quarter of the health of the third of the bottom lane has already gone down. Poi laying a stun on Zed right now, and it looks like they should be able to continually outpush the top lane right now of Mineski.
Alam mo kapag meron tayong 2v1 na or lane swap na tinatawag dito, nakadepende yung advantage or yung lamang ng mga teams dito sa kung sino may pinakamalaking damage output sa mga third. Pero mga kaibigan nila, team fight, Wargods got the life of Mineski kaya gawin na mid lane. Pero mapasin mo, gaya na sinabi ko kanina, nakadepende yung lamang ng mga AD carries dito sa kay support nila against the solo player dito kung gaano kalaki na yung damage output na nabibigay nila sa mga turret. So ngayon, we're seeing na this is the turret of Mineski, the bottom lane, at ito yung turret ng Wargods. Yes. Simply means na nakalamang ngayon ang team ni Mineski sa early team fight sa mga duo lanes dito mga kaibigan. Pero buhay ni Snoy dito. They're ganking the bottom lane mga kaibigan with that Zenith Blade. Miss galing kay Pyro. I mean kay Poi Sanity. But he was exhausted. And he can't do anything na makapag-responde mga kaibigan. Mukhang mauuna pa ngayon ang team ng Wargods to get the first third turret in the bottom lane of team ng Mineski dito.
Alright, this should be a really close first turret. I think it'll probably go to either team. You can see, there we go. Wargods actually picking up the first third of the game. It won't be long for Mineski to pick up their first third here in the top lane. As you can see, Wukong again waiting in the outskirts to probably gank GSC. If I were GSC, he should probably back away and just let them pick up the third. Yes, he's decided to let Mineski pick up the first third, their first third of the game, and safely backing away from the 3 members of Mineski here in the top lane.
Alam mo, magandang lineup of team ng Mineski din sa laban na to. Pero ang problema nila, lahat silang champion dito ay AD. Kung saan isang armor lang or pure armor item lang mga kaibigan, you have the advantage. Pero mga kaibigan, kaya ko nakaribang ang kanyang buhay. Taking so much damage dito, especially one hit from the turret. And with that body slam from Gragas dito, can't do anything sa pag-responde sa ginagawa performance dito ni Trevor in the mid lane. Pero mga kaibigan, na top lane, Wargods, JLC goes down. And I think nangyayari dito kay JLC ay talagang pinipressure siya ng team Mineski.
That's right.
So, kanilang trabaho dito ay just kill Wargods, JLC's top lane.
Yes. Now, alright, so this is surprising. Mineski took out JLC, saw that the members of Wargods were at the bottom lane a few minutes ago and decided not to continue pushing the second third of the top lane. So, I think that was a little bit of a bad call. They could have at least laid down some damage before backing off. As you can see, Trevor clearing out their jungle right now and probably will go back to lane. Now, Kaigo, a while ago, overextending a bit too much, not predicting that the barrel coming from Trevor will push him into third, allowing Trevor to pick up his first kill against him on a one-on-one basis.
At this point of time, hindi natin nakikita yung ganong kalaking difference from the team of Wargods versus team ng Mineski. Pero I am thinking mga kaibigan na lamang pa rin ng team Mineski sa laban na ito. Pero ginapit niya ngayon ang illusion niya mga kaibigan. Natutukon coming from Stronger dito. They are about to get the life of Wendell. He is stopping pero alam nila na nagamit na niya ang kanyang illusion. And yet they got another champion mga kaibigan. With that repel mga kaibigan, na-dodge niya ang the mark or a death mark coming from Mineski Snoy in the jungle.
Yes. That was actually a repel with flash, so it's really excellent execution coming from Stronger avoiding that. Now John Lloyd forced to engage here since he had nowhere else to run. So you can see he's trying to escape now. with the slow coming from Karma, should be able to pick up the kill on John Lloyd, and of course EXO with another kill.
Gaya ng sinabi ko dito, even though lamang sila sa item advantage against his opponent na si Wargods JLC sa top lane kanina, mapapansin mo na kaya niya sanang ma-double kill yun. Konting timing lang ng kanyang skills dito, na medyo napalayo lang na sobra yung kanyang flash, kaya niya i-double kill yun. Kasi level 6 na siya, at level 5 pa lang ang dalawang kalaban niya. Mga kaibigan, story na ang kalabang buhay niya dito with that cocoon coming from Stronger, as Zenith Blade followed up by Poison Anti, mga kaibigan. Wala pang Cyclone dito si Wendell, and they're getting the life of one champion once again of Team Mineski. It's a 2-for-1 exchange, or no, 2-for-none exchange in favor of team ng Wargods. But Kaigu with that Void Assault, mga kaibigan, he is chasing Stronger dito. He was exhausted, and he can't use that taste their fear to get the life of one champion of Team Wargods, mga kaibigan. Pero napaka-effective sa paggamit ng kanyang Void Assault dito. Solar Flare from Poi to get the life of Kaigu, but he have to disengage sa laban na yun.
Yes,
so I am thinking na talagang napaka-effective dito ng pagkuha ng iyong or pag-evolve ka agad ng iyong skill dito, yung Void Assault mo. Tatlong invisible na halos merong around 6 seconds if I'm not mistaken every time na ginagamit mo yun. So malaking bagay for Kha'Zix na makapag-disengage, makapag-initiate against your opponent. Sobrang surprise attack siya if ever na ganun yung mangyari.
Yes, and like you mentioned a while ago, Mineski really putting the pressure on JLC right now. As you can see, until now, hindi pa rin bumabalik sa bottom lane ang dual lanes ng Mineski, and they just want to make sure that JLC will not be able to farm properly, and if they could pick up a few more kills on him to shut him down as much as possible. Right, JLC deciding to recall back to base, probably gonna pick up a few more items right now. Probably he's gonna pick up Brutalizer, since like I mentioned, he loves to get those cooldown reductions on his champions. As you can see, yes, he does pick up that Brutalizer, and Wargods Stronger spotting out a ward there, and probably will attempt to do a dragon fight probably sometime soon, since the dragon should be spawning in a few minutes from now. Alright, so Mineski Wendell trying to clear the raid camps right now. As you can see, Stronger being very aggressive on Kaigu, trying to chase him away from the minions that are pushing here in the bottom lane. EXO and Jules right now here in the top lane, still freezing the lane, isolating JLC from getting any experience and minions right now. Trevor flashing and throwing his explosive catch to knock the Wukongs to him, but since with the excellent timing of Wukong flashing away, escaping that near certain death.
Though hindi siya ganun ka-worth it, still, it's a good job for Trevor. Forcing Wendell to use his flash sa team fight na yun. So for the next few seconds, mga kaibigan, or 260 seconds dito, mga kaibigan, nag-cooldown na yung flash ni Wendell. So I'm thinking na mahirapan siya mag-set ng kanyang cycle dito against his opponent, kasi natin lahat na yung flash niya ay pinakamalaking factor for him to secure yung kanyang paggamit ng cycle against his opponent sa laban na to. Yes, pero mga kaibigan, in the bottom lane, still Wargods pushing that second tier turret, and Team Mineski can't respond very well sa ginagawang performance ngayon ng Team Wargods dito sa laban na ito. 4-man gank possible if ever na dumating dito si Trevor, but hinahayaan nila ngayon na mag-push ng mga race dito. And Wargods JLC in the top lane still trying to stop these two champions sa pagiging dominant sila throughout the game. Pero mga kaibigan, napakagandang timing coming from that minion, Mineski EXO. He goes down, mga kaibigan, with that last hit from John Lloyd Cruz, but he goes down as well in the top lane dito sa laban na ito. A good trade for Team Wargods, but in favor pa rin yan sa team na Mineski.
That's right. Alright, so Snoid here right now in the top lane, just tower hugging under his third, and Wargods doing excellent rotation again. They're totally ignoring what Mineski is doing. Mineski is doing a good job of shutting down GSC, but with this might be a disaster for them at the same time, since as you can see, Trevor and Ochi and Foy are doing a really good job of taking third after third here in the bottom and the mid lane as well.
Alam mo, napakagandang performance coming from Team Wargods dito, getting the second, third turret in the mid lane first before other turrets, or I mean other tier turrets ng team ng Mineski dito. Kasi mapapansin mo dito, kapag nakuha mo na kagad yung second, third turret sa mid lane, malaki na yung chance niyo na makontrol niyo yung buong mapa.
That's right. At
kaya nyo kagad i-push yung ibang lanes dito. Malaking factor for the team ng Wargods dito, getting that second, third turret in the mid lane. And if ever na magkaroon ng team fight dito, they have the advantage. Pero mga kaibigan, nag-miss dito ang explosive cast from Trevor, but still Mineski have to disengage. Gap ngayon sa level si Wendell against his opponent na si Elise dito, or si Stronger. Level 8 na si Stronger ngayon, at level 6 pa lamang si Wukong. And nahirapan siyang mag-rotate ng maayos sa kanyang jungle route. Pero mga kaibigan, in the bottom lane, 2 champion ng Team Mineski. Nangangarap ang kanilang buhay dito. Shosho, hindi siya makakatakas against these 3 champion. Pero Ochi, he's taking so much damage. A miss Zenith Blade from Poi. But with the barrier, Wargods Ochi saved dyan, dun sa team fight na nangyari kayo na sa bottom lane. So it was a 1-for-1 exchange in favor once again of team ng Wargods. And they're about to get the second dragon of this fight.
Alright, looks like Poi trying to trap here, Juice here, with the help of Trevor, body slamming him, forcing forcing Karmat or Juice to flash over. As you can see, JSC taking down Kaigu on 1-on-1 near the top lane.
Sobrang laki ng spot na dito ni Riven. And almost enough to secure another kill. Pero when nangyari mga kaibigan, he was ignited dito by Trevor. And they are getting the life of Jules in the jungle. Not only that, they got also the dragon kanina, but Stronger taking so much damage. He was exhausted, but yet Snoy still took 2 champions from team ng Wargods dito. A very good job for Snoy getting 2 champion of team Wargods, but Trevor got the blue buff of team ng Mineski. So I'm thinking ngayon, looking at the CS, looking at the gold advantage, it was in favor of team ng Wargods, having around
5k gold lead right now.
5k gold lead for team ng Wargods.
This is mostly due to the tower advantage they have right now. They have about 4 turrets to 1 to Mineski. Mineski only taking out the top outer turret of Wargods, while Wargods taking out the 2 middle turrets, including one outer turret from the top and bottom lane as well. Alright, so Trevor there with the blue buff right now, rotating here to the top lane, trying to apply some pressure on the map. As you can see, like you mentioned a while ago, because they were able to take out both turrets in the middle lane, they have a stronger hold on the blue buff and red buff camp of Mineski at the moment.
Pero they got take note mga kaibigan, buhay na ang ating Baron ngayon. So for the next few minutes, I think magkakaroon dito kagad ng Baron team fight, since napakalaki ng advantage ngayon ng team ng Wargods sa laban nila against team ng Mineski. Looking at the item, tingnan natin yung ating gold. Baka mga kaibigan, so far for the team ng Wargods, we have Trevor na mid lane having the 6.5k for their team. And kung papasin mo, ang pinakamalaking may goal dito for team ng Mineski na kay Lucian lamang na halos 5.2k. Pero mga bigas Noy, nangaliwan niya ba yung Solar First being used by Paapoy in the bottom lane. Stronger still chasing Snoy dito. He have to need of the Ruin King. And yes, he escaped in that team fight in the bottom lane mga bigas. Still Trevor chasing Wendell dito. And Trevor is now on rampage sa laban. Getting the second third in the bottom lane and about to end the match between team ng Mineski. If ever na ganito yung tuloy-tuloy na ganito performance ng Wargods dito, I don't think Mineski can win this match, or kaya pa nilang manalo kung kaya nilang mag-stick together to gank any member of team ng Wargods dito. Pero kung mapapansin mo sa playstyle ngayon ng team ng Mineski, they're more on focus sa pagkuha ng second tier turret in the top lane dito. Mga kaibigan, Trevor versus Kaigo mga kaibigan in the middle lane. Flash from Trevor. Medyo makapal yung mga puno-puno doon, and they can't use that flash para makapag-disengage sa team fight na nangyari kanina mga kaibigan. 2 champion of team Mineski dito, he's chasing Boy, but with that cocoon coming from Stronger dito, and the last hit of the second skill from Leona, they got 1 champion once again of team ng Mineski. It's a 1-for-1 exchange. I think napaganda po ito for team ng Wargods. Mineski still pushing the third tier turret in the top lane dito, and John Lloyd Cruz have to do something mga kaibigan sa ginagawang performance ng team Mineski. If ever na makuha nila itong si John Lloyd Cruz, they will get this third tier turret in the top lane. And yes, they do. For the next time mga kaibigan, Wargods on the other hand getting the inhibitor dito in the bottom lane. Trevor have to respond to top lane dito. Yet again, they can't do anything mga kaibigan para mapigilin ng team members of Wargods dito sa top lane. At sa bottom lane, EXO with that burst damage from the battle roll from Trevor dito. Almost enough mga kaibigan para ma-skip sana. Pero double kill for Trevor in the top lane. And in the bottom lane, Stronger still chasing. A miss solar flare mga kaibigan from Poisanity dito. But Ochi with that boomerang, he got the last hit for Snowy. And yet again, Mineski Kaigu have to disengage in the bottom lane. It's an inhibitor for team ng Wargods sa laban na to.
That's right. Alright, so it looks like Wargods still in the lead right now. They have about still a 5k goal lead. Mineski Kaigu using his Void Assault to go right behind Leona and bursting him down, of course, with his nice large evolved claws. And Wargods picking up the inhibitor decide to back away since their life is already less than half. Alright, so Trevor and JLC here in the mid lane I feel like they probably might start putting some wards around the Baron pit sometime soon and may even go for a Baron since they still have a comfortable lead over Mineski at this moment.
17-11 ang ating score in favor of team ng Wargods para sa mga pagkakataong ito, and for the next few minutes magkakaroon tayo ng Baron team fight na mangyayari sa laban nito. Pero looking at the champion picks of team ng Mineski, kaya nilang manalo. Gaya sabi ko kanina, the only chance for them to win this game ay kung paano sila mag-execute ang mga skills dito. Also, yung pag-stick nila together to kill a champion from team ng Wargods dito. Pero mapapansin mo, sobrang iwaiwalay sila. Mineski Wendell still getting the farm dito, but he was left behind at nakuha ni John Cruz ang kanyang buhay. And I think ito ang chance for team ng Wargods dito to get the Baron. Pero mga kaibigan, he was aware na nandun si Jules in that 2-inch goal. I mean, he's chasing one champion of Team Wargods, Team Mineski dito, but Mineski Exo got the life of John Lloyd Cruz. Was able to disengage dito, flash in from Poy, and the barrel, I mean, that last hit barrel roll from Trevor to get the life of Exo in that team fight. So it was a 2-for-1 exchange in favor pa rin ng team ng Wargods dito.
That's right. Looks like right now Sphere or Wargods Ochi should be able to push out the top lane. Poy trying to clear out some wards here as they continue to push on to Mineski's base right now. As you can see, minions or super minions are starting to pour here in the bottom lane. Trevor going one-on-one with Kaigo. Kaigo using his Void Assault. The 2-second invisibility upgrade coming from the Respatch. Definitely much harder than takes down.
Ang burst damage dito coming from Trevor. And that Kha'Zix can do anything against kay Trevor dito. He was a double kill for his champion, mga kaibigan. Cyclone from Mineski Wendell dito. And he has meron pa siyang flash out if ever nagpilit dito ang team ng Wargods. But gagamitin ba niya ito? No! It was a 3-4 non-exchange in favor of team ng Wargods. 23-12 ang ating score. Juice or said still trying to steal the blue buff, pero Rapel coming from Stronger dito, chasing the life of Jules, mga kaibigan. Was about to he's taking so much damage, and that cocoon from Stronger dito getting life of one champion, mga kaibigan. Trevor still hindi siya ganun na makapasok dito, but he is using his champion para mabait dito si Jules. And actually instead of just focusing sa pag-disengage doon sa laban na yon, na bibait pa siya na baka makuha niya ang buhay dito ni Stronger. I mean, Trevor sa laban na yun.
Yes, and looks like the Superman's almost taking down the first Nexus third. As you can see, Mineski and Wendell rushing through there to defend their base right now. Wargods basically having a field day here on Mineski and easily picking up all the objectives. As you can see, easy dragon pickup for Wargods. They now have almost 9.4k gold lead over Mineski, and Mineski struggling definitely to stay into this game. Kaigo picking up the red buff for himself, clearing out the jungle camps on their side, and it's gonna be very hard for Mineski to get back in this game. I expect them to probably try to contest the Baron fight if ever Wargods decide to go for it.
JNC, mga kaibigan, still chasing Wendell dito with that flash out. He can't do anything, mga kaibigan. Yes, JNC got the life of Mineski Wendell dun sa jungle na yun, and I'm thinking ngayon na sobrang kontrolado ngayon ng Team Wargods sa laban na to. The map control, the dominance in the laning phase, also yung kanilang advantage throughout the game. The turret destroyed. Wala nang outer turret ang team ng Mineski. Halos lahat ng outer turret nila ay nawala na. And pa-respawn pa lamang yung kanilang inhibitor. Or actually, meron pa silang mid third tier turret dito sa laban na to. And ito sa Botogodan, mga kaibigan, for a few more hit for team ng Wargods. And yes, last outer turret, mga kaibigan, from team Mineski dito goes down. But mga kaibigan, JSC chasing Mineski Juice dito, and he's taking so much damage with that last hit coming from the SS of JHC. Got the life of one champion once again of team Mineski. Stunned Exo, and yes, mga kaibigan, with that last hit of the explosive cast, John Lloyd was taking so much damage. He was hit by the turret, and that gave him gave Team Wargods another kill in the team fight, and also an ace for the score for the team fight na nangyari kanina against team ng Wargods and Mineski.
Just dancing around there. It looks like this game is pretty much over. There's only about a few more seconds left for some of the members of Mineski to spawn, but I don't think they can
lumalaban pa, mga kaibigan, ang minion ng team Mineski pushing the top lane dito, pero wala na yatang magagawa ang minion sa laban na to. 30-13 lang ating score. Tapos sa laban, 43 total score for this game. Congratulations for team ng Wargods.
Yeah, so Wargods picking up the second win of the game, giving them a total of 3 points today, ranking them number 1 tie with Imperial Pro team at the moment in the standings. Now Mineski, since unable to win any games today, will continue to be at the bottom of the league at the moment and possibly might face relegations if they don't pick up any more wins the rest of the season.
Looking at the stats, mga kaibigan, tignan natin mabuti dito. For Stronger, having the 5-11 score, it was all over the map kahit saan siya. Pero sa top lane yung gaano hindi niya yata nabigyan ng pansin yung kanilang top lane dito kung saan even though nahihirapan si Wargods JLC, sobrang dominated naman yung mid and bottom lane dito. And actually it's kind of unusual na makita natin dito si Kha'Zix versus kay Gragas. Kha'Zix is dominating. And ang naging problema dito kasi sa mid lane kanina between Trevor and Kaigu ay yung tamang execution coming from Gragas dito. Talagang nata-timing niya na maayos yung kanyang skills dito against his opponent. And especially the ganks coming from Stronger. Sobrang effective against your opponent. So very good job for team ng Wargods dito against team ng Mineski. And I would give the MVP award. Sino sa'yo?
For me, I think it would be Stronger since although JC did very well still in this game, it was Stronger who made those rotations in the mid lane and the bottom lane to allow them to win the game. Except for his early mistake where he chased the Wukong, the level 1. That was probably his only biggest mistake there, but other than that, he did really well.
Yes, and I am thinking na... Yes, mga kaibigan. So, eto na. Congratulations ulit, Wargods, for winning the game against team ng Mineski sa laban na to. Pero bago ang lahat, if ever na mawalan tayo ng shells, nawala yung Garena shells mo, gusto mong bumili ng champion, gusto mong bumili ng skins, meron tayong sale, meron tayong e-pins from GameX. E-pins means letter E, big letter E, at pins, as in pins.
Like pin code.
Pin code. So, bago lahat, sa lahat ng mga Sun, Smart, and TNT subscribers, just visit the epins.gamex.ph epins.gamex.ph and then, you will choose the game you are playing. You are playing League of Legends, and after may choose yung League of Legends, mamimili ka ng share denomination na gusto mo.
That's right.
If ever gusto mong bumili, kung sobrang yaman mo, sobrang dami mong load, bumili ka ng 500 or 100, depende sa'yo yun. After nun, click add to cart. So, syempre, after mo mag-click ng add to cart, you will, lalagay mo yung phone, ay yung mobile number mo. Syempre, type mo yung 0999, depende kung ano yung number mo. And after mo malagay yung mobile number,
send to GG.Sphere.
Hindi ba yun? After mo yun malagay yung mobile number, you will receive the confirmation code. You will send it to 3161. After mo masend sa 3161, you will receive the e-pin na kailangan mo.
Alright, good
job. So, yun lang. Ganun lang, napakadali. Sobrang easy para sa ating mga kaibigan. At, ayun lang. Thank you very much for GameX sa napakagandang features sa ating Smart, TNT, and Sun Seller subscribers. Sobrang laking bagay ito para sa ating mga gamer. Di na ganun kahirap bumili ng ating shells at di na rin makipagsiksikan sa ating mga pila. Yun.
Alright, so again, thank you again, Smart, for this feature from GameX, of course. And of course, thank you again to Razer for sponsoring us this season in terms of our peripherals. Now, of course, before we forget, don't forget to like our Facebook page, facebook.com Pro Gaming Series. Now, don't forget to please like and share. Of course, tomorrow is Sunday, so we will have our Sunday ARAM game again, and we will be rewarding the winning team for the PGS Sunday ARAM with 200 RP shells each, while the team that does not win, or unfortunately does not win, will receive 100 RPs. So don't forget to find out the mechanics in this webpage. Just go to facebook.com Pro Gaming Series and like and share it. Alright, yes, good job.
Ano lang yan, simpleng bagay lang yan. Biro mo, nag-share ka lang ng isang post from the Pro Gaming Series Facebook fan page. Makakuha ka pa doon ng 200 or 100 shells, tama ba?
Yeah, at least 100 RP.
Mapili ka, diba? Napakaswerte mong tao. Pero yun nga, mga kaibigan, you're watching the Pro Gaming Series 2014 Spring Season. Bago ang lahat, Jay, meron bang gustong sabihin sa ating mga summoners ngayon?
Yes. Alright, so thank you, summoners, for tuning in again with us, of course, every day. We're really happy that you're continuing to watch our Pro Gaming Series every Saturday and Sunday. We still have about 3 more weeks, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, our local players will be playing. Thank you for supporting us, me and GG.Sphere. We'd like to thank the LPHM admins for also watching and tuning in, including our friends and families who are watching tonight. Also, I'd like to say hello to my girlfriend and to Jazzy and to her sisters as well.
Ito na mga kaibigan, mga pabati. Christian May, good evening daw. Galing kay Bengas XX. Also kay Rachel Pulmones na nanggaling sa hindi ko makita pangalan, pero girlfriend daw niya yun. Yan, si Rachel Pulmones.
Kay SkillX 123. Alright, so hello din kay Ito pa ba? Pabati kay Christia May from
ang daming may girlfriend mga kaibigan. Kay Blues 2121, pabati din daw kay Yam. 2 years and 7 monthsary nila. Happy monthsary! Hintayin mo na lang mag-anniversary para masaya. Kasi pag monthsary, medyo GG tayo doon. Pero eto na, pabati din daw kay Lian Colokar. Ayan, pinapabati ni Adik si Koya at kay Jamaica na may question mark pa. Pabati daw kay Jamaica, sabi niya. And code naman dyan. Wala tayong code. Also, ayan, sa lahat ng mga sumusuporta, maraming salamat. Thank you very much for watching the Pro Gaming Series 2014. Gusto ko lang batiin lahat ng mga summoner na patuloy na sumusuporta at patuloy na nagbibigay sa amin ng ano ba? Ano binibigay nila sa atin?
Support?
Ligaya, pagmamahal, at kalinga galing sa aming mga kaibigan. Gusto ko rin batihan si Neil na nandito ngayon or si Michael. Thank you very much nandito ka. At anything else, Jay? Bukas, meron tayong laban.
Yes, tomorrow, of course, if we can go to our schedules, we have tomorrow another 2 matches, of course. We're gonna have MSI Evo GT versus Team Diamond. Of course, Team Diamond used to be CM Storm Diamond. It'll be really interesting match because both these teams need to win these games if they want to catch up with the points. They're also at the lower parts of the standings right now, so whoever wins this games tomorrow will be able to chase the leaderboards of the PGS.
Pabati din daw kay sa mga bronze at sa mga taga San Mateo Rizal. And ayun, thank you very much for watching. Ayun lang, meron lang gusto ko sabihin. Gusto ko lang sabihin lahat sa mga summoners na take it easy sa lahat ng bagay. Kapag medyo nahihirapan ka na manalo sa rank games, kung meron ka na namang pinagdaanan, kung di ka minahal ng minahal mo, okay lang yan. Huwag mo idamay sa laro. Sobrang hindi naman ganun talaga nakaka-stress ang League of Legends. Nagkataon lang na may mga pag-aataon sa buhay natin na nakakasalubong tayo ng mga taong nabibigay sa atin ng stress.
That's right.
Huwag niyo masyadong idamay lahat ng tao. And especially kanina kasi medyo naka-experience ako ng medyo bad vibes sa buhay natin. Pero part yan. And I am thankful sa lahat ng mga summoners na bibigay sa akin ng negative feedback dahil medyo malaking bagay yun para sa akin. Alam ko, I'm taking it in a positive way.
That's right. So, and those people who always ask na parang, paano ako gagaling sa rank? Paano ako gagaling sa pag-League of Legends? Well, first of all, discipline yan sa sarili mo. Of course, wag mo, like sabi ni GG.Sphere, wag mo idamay yung personal life mo dun sa game kasi kailangan i-separate yan. You play League of Legends to have fun. Of course, you can also watch other pro teams like the local pro teams and the pro teams from other countries like Korea and America and EU to watch to see what kind of builds they have and learn what the meta is so that you can understand who is strong against who. And of course, there are many other things that factor in, so it's all up to you. Yun nga, discipline sa sarili na lang kailangan talaga.
So, meron mga tatanong sa akin kung paano daw nila mapipigilan yung mga toxic na player. Umpisahan mo sa sarili mo.
That's right. Yun na nga. Kasi
umpisahan mo sa sarili mo. Kung ayaw mong maka-experience ng toxic na tao, huwag ka maging toxic.
That's right.
Kung meron ka pa rin na experience, huwag ka pa rin maging toxic. Kasi ang mangyayari nun,
damay-damay.
Parang sa Naruto yan, chain of hatred. Diba? Parang mangyayari dito, nagalit ka sa tao, gusto mong maging nagalit ka sa tao. Pero, yun lang, a piece of advice, iwasan natin maging mainitin ang ulo sa mga rank game natin. Minus, pero pahinga lang. Kung minsan sobrang nahihirapan ka ng manalo, magpahinga lang. Ayun lang. Sa lahat ng mga kupati, last na to. Yes, Diamond 1 na lang ako ngayon. Na-demote ako nung matagal na. 1 week lang ako. Nawala yung agimat ko sa Challenger. After nung mawala, bumalik na ako sa Diamond 1.
Alright.
Pabati sa iClick. Pabati din sa lahat. Sa Big Gaming from San Mateo Rizal. Sa KS Alliance. Yan, Jay.
Yun na yun. Alright. So, pabati din kay mga summoners from Antipolo and Cainta Rizal. Hello to all of you who are watching right now. Thank you very much.
Ayan, kay MG Mocha at sa Girls Jess sa Check Zone. Pabati din daw sa Micron ng Pinas Summoner from Wargods. Ayun, batiin ko rin pala. Gusto ko rin palang batiin yung mga tao sa Wargods, especially kay Ma'am. Thank you very much po, Ma'am, sa patuloy na pagsuporta and anything else. Ayun, thank you very much for watching mga kaibigan. Kita-kits tayo ulit bukas, same time slot, 5 PM to 7 PM. I'm GG.Sphere.
And I'm Jay.
You're watching the Pro Gaming Series 2014 Spring Season. Kita-kits tayo ulit bukas ng ganitong oras.